Message too strong and they don't show me enough love, I'll leave. I'll leave TikTok to come someplace where I know that people are receiving my messages. So I was talking about hearing and how people always reference seeing is believing, but I show you every single day what I can do with receipts. And I still have difficulty with the naysayers. And the difficulty doesn't arise in what I do because what I do is still perfected. It's still perfection. So when I try to, let people know that I'm protecting my energy, I keep away all negative energy. I attract all positive energy, but you know, when you're a positive tornado and you're going through a town, you're going to wear out everything. So, again, when I begin to get under the skin of the NPCs, it shows people start to report my content. People start to uh, report back to the commissioners and say, hey, this guy is at it again, you know, with that number one number shit. Again, I try to make it real easy for people to see that you can do this if you listen, if you follow winning instructions. If you see a whole bunch of numbers, guess what? You are under the spell that the lottery commissioners are under because they see a whole bunch of numbers and they know there's no way possible that one of those numbers is going to come out. They just know that. They know it. So they don't bother me because they're under the spell. So if you fall under the spell, I can't help you. You know, I told you from the beginning what you need to do. I told you from the beginning there's a prerequisite to join my VIP. You cannot join by just sending me money. Otherwise, I will have the tendency to send it right back. I've done that on several occasions. Lately, I've been letting it slide because I know, there's people that actually genuinely really want to win and they're looking at every opportunity possible to get ahead. So I get that. But again, before you start sending people money, you need to do your research on them. You need to know whether or not they have a prerequisite for you to join their group. Again, I don't make it difficult. I tell you over and over and over again. Let's see if I can find one real quick. Let's see if I can find one real quick. Okay, hold on here. Let's go to this one here. Alrighty. Prerequisite. As you can see, you have to know what to do to win. So if I ask you, what do you need to do to win? And you don't tell me first off to focus on my top 5, I'm going to refund your money. If you don't know what I promise the first 2 big money patterns, fire and triple dollar signs, will manifest from one particular date to another particular date. I also guarantee the number 3 and the number 4 number. So again, If you're looking at this and you don't see your state, you need to leave. If you don't see your state, you need to leave. Somebody thinks that I just do Tennessee, Texas, Georgia, Ohio, Michigan, Florida, and North Carolina, but I don't see my state. I don't see New York. I don't see Arkansas. I don't see uh, California. I don't see Mississippi. Okay, so you need to leave. You're under the spell. You're under the spell. Again, when I tell you there's a big, huge spell going on and you don't even realize it, they call it the God spell, but they convey it to you as the gospel. These motherfuckers. Okay, so again, when I tell you that these numbers will do what you see right there in writing and you don't believe me, something's wrong. Now, here on YouTube, I got 20 people and I got hearts flowing all day, every day. Must be from members. Must be from members. I get on TikTok and I got 10 times more viewers, and all they are doing is viewing and hating. Because if you're not showing me love, you're hating. And if you're not showing me love, you're actually showing more hatred to yourself. Again, I can't help it because my work ethic is so strong. So when you lack something that someone else has, wouldn't it be to your advantage to shut up, to sit back and observe? This is what I've done for millions of years. Sit back and observe. This is why I am so confident in what I do. This is why I am so confident in myself. Why? It's not being cocky. It's not being arrogant. I know what's in me. So, again, I'm not going to blaspheme what's in me. I'm not going to blaspheme what's in me. I'm not going to do that. Why would I blaspheme what's powering me up? Why would I blaspheme what loves me more than I love myself? Again, a lot of times when you're being punished by your higher self. Remember when they taught you about demonology and demons? They didn't tell you that those demons carried higher knowledge. They didn't tell you that those demons were not all demonic. So you get these names, you throw them on them because you think they're strange, and then when they're trying to tap you on the shoulder and whisper in your ear, hey, you're the future. Hey, this is what's going to happen a week from today. Hey, this is the number that you will see. Hey, this is the combination that will roll out next. Hey, this is the sum that you will see. No, you block that all out with potato chips and candy, pop, carbs, cornbread, pasta. How you gonna think when you eating shit that stinks? How you gonna think properly if you are eating things that's making your body computize everything that you put in? It don't understand it. It don't even understand why you shoving it in your mouth, but it's trying to figure it out. It's trying to break it down Sometimes it turns into constipation. Sometimes it comes into obesity. Sometimes it'll flip it around and turn into what is it? IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Sometimes, you know, you just get blockage, huge blockage. You have 12 meridians in your body. If you experience any blockage, you're not going to be able to do this. You're not even going to be able to see me doing this. You're not going to believe me doing this. Most of you are here now only because of your higher self. And I can tell you right now, the whole time that I've been hearing, seeing, feeling, and walking into everything that you see me presenting right now, I found it very hard to believe that I could be right every single day, that I could do this multiple times every single day. You got to realize that paradise actually vibrates at a very, very high frequency. You have to vibrate at a very high frequency to experience paradise. So, again, when I tell you that they're lying to you and you don't listen, something's wrong. That means you believe in a lie. You have to know that your electromagnetic pulses respond to everything around you. Everybody else's electromagnetic pulses you respond to. You should be able to tell when somebody's having a bad mood. You should be able to tell when somebody's extremely happy. See, this is why I am such a great poker player. Most people can't hide happiness, joy. Most people can't hide frustration, irritation. See, you can see these things in people. You can see them in their aura if you're watching and observing very, very carefully. It's not that difficult, ladies and gentlemen. So, your 5281, as you can see, your number one number, your 085, triple dollar sign, to manifest straight. Going backwards, you got your 670, as you can see, 670. Look, to win, you focus on my top 3 digits. They will manifest from 11:4 to 11:10. Yesterday was 11:6. I also guarantee specifically the number 4 number in your state and Florida. Within the next 24 to 48 hours, I guaranteed this would manifest. How? I am a master manifester. I am a master numerologist. If you don't claim it, you can't claim it. You are what you say you are. If you say you sick, you sick. If you say that you're depressed, you're depressed. And you will get even more depressed. Claim what you are. Don't claim what you want to be, because that right there is lack. Claim what you are. Ladies and gentlemen, 488, ladies and gentlemen, I promised with triple dollar signs you would see the very last number, manifest straight. Between 11:3 and 11:10 in Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, 6345, the only number on fire. I promised it would manifest by the deadline date. Energy, frequency, and vibration will tell you when your lover will stop loving you and leave. You're not paying attention. Pay attention. Focus. Be observant. Be present. If you're not present, if you're living in the past, you can't be present. If you're looking for the future and not realizing that the future is speaking to you right now, you're not in the present. So again, as you can see, I designed this so a 5-year-old can look at this and say, you know what? I don't need to go to school to do nothing but learn how to manage money. I don't need to learn anything. I don't need to know anything. This right here tells me this. Ladies and gentlemen, 265, as you can see, I recommend the top two. You focus on my top 5 3 digits. What do I promise? The top two. I said they will manifest between 11:5 and 11:12. So if you look, I knew this at 6:59 a.m. 6:59 a.m. The VIP knew that number was going to roll out straight. Seven, 745 and 7457. Look, they drop 4757. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't make this up. You're seeing it real time right in your face. Again, 075. You know we hit the 816. That's your number one motherfucking number. How? How do you miss? If I'm telling you where, when, and how to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, 106, you see triple dollar sign 106. Again, you have to know the prerequisite to join my dynamic predictions, and it is knowing what will happen when you do this. If you don't know what will happen, you won't be able to tell me what to do to win. So you have to know what's going to happen. The key word is will manifest. That's the key word, will manifest. Even on my cheat sheet, all states cheat sheet, manifest till 11/11/2025. Do you see that? See, I think, and y'all know I don't do that, but I think this is what happened. They wanted to call you human, which we know hue means color or shade. Your man deals with your body. But what they left off That's what you are. You are a humanifester. You're not a fucking human. Because I wouldn't be able to do what I do. See, I am already supernatural. I took that junk DNA, got rid of that junk DNA, and said, you know what? I want to operate in my supernatural capacity now. Ladies and gentlemen, when you don't know how to do mantras, when you don't know how to do powerful affirmations, you need to know that you're supported by your ancestors. That's your ancestors ringing in your ear, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? A lot of times you don't know that before the colonizers in Europe brought over that word called God backwards, dog, there was a God that you honored. How many people know about the God Olo Dumare? I'll wait. How many people have ever heard of the God Olo Dumare? So again, when you don't know that Olo Damare is in you, it's part of the universe, and therefore everything always has to work out for you. We have to know these things. We have to know these things. So it's 9:54. I'm going to take a little small break. Not going to let what the TikTokers do to me affect me. As a matter of fact, I'd like to recycle that negative energy, turn it into positive energy, and work it out for the good of whatever I got going on. So they don't hurt me with the little 2 cents that they rob me of. And that's basically what it is. You know, I don't see, let me see if I can find one of those real quick. I think I can see it. Mm, yeah. So I was on live 25 minutes ago. You see that right there? 2 cents. That's what my information was worth. 2 cents. You ever heard that old saying about the 2 cents? Well, there you see it right there for yourself. So again, I understand because I'm so accurate, because I'm so on point, I'm so precise that they have scouts out looking for people like myself. And they want to keep us, under the rock, out of the way, so they can keep, taking people's money. Again, you don't have to do a rundown if the numbers are running to me. You don't have to do a flip or a mirror if I'm flipping and mirroring the numbers right there in front of you for you to manifest them for yourself. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you will see these numbers. Remember, the first two is all I recommend. You can see the first best alternate. You can see the numbers that are highlighted are very, very fucking strong. You can see that some of these numbers have already made its way here. You can see the big money patterns for yourself. Look at that right there. There's that 861. There's that 670. Y'all see, all of my numbers are telling you the truth, but you're not listening. Look at that. Both those numbers fell the same day. Y'all saw it for yourself. You got your 536, your 647. You got your 405, your 741, 4683, 2683, 128, 127, 8342, 8340. You got your 465. Y'all see that? You got your 6290. Y'all see that? 7692, 123. There's your black sheeps, deuces, ones, threes, fives, 1110, eights. Black sheeps, 796, 921, 632, and 823. Very few people will be investing or even playing those combinations. So, people that's playing 823, those are going to be people who were born August 23rd, people who have a license plate with 823 in it, people who had a grandmother born on August 23rd, or a nephew, a aunt, a uncle, even a pet. Your pet's birthdays are significant in this. So when I tell you that you don't have to play your pet every day, all you have to do is watch my combinations, watch my patterns for the sums, the pairs, and the four-digit trios. A lot of these numbers will fall out today. You will see these numbers no matter what. Why? Because they were done on the 6th, and you will see them. If you ran these numbers yesterday, you will see these numbers roll out today. You see how the light just got brighter? You see how the light just got brighter. So again, when I tell you the energy, frequency, and vibration of everything around you will let you know exactly what's happening, and you don't listen, something's wrong. Something's wrong if you don't see 023 and 320. Something's wrong if you don't see that 023 right there. Something's wrong if you don't see 123, 123, and I showed you 123 on that cheat sheet I just showed you. You got to watch out for your 473. Why? Because you got 347 right there. Six three five one 8034 9521 7265 9071 9063 4152 9906 8721 1310. Extremely hot. You got 8972, extremely hot. 2164, extremely hot. Tennessee, Texas, Michigan, Ohio. I would even consider Georgia. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's 10 o'clock. I have a half-hour break. I will see you all at the winner's table, no matter what. And you guys know already what no matter what means. Abundant prosperity in health and in wealth to all who follow me and believe in the hard work that you see me accomplishing every single day without failing. If you think you already know what to do and you know my prerequisites, before you send me money, and you email me at that email address, you have to tell me what the prerequisite is to join. Once I see that, then you can go and pick your package from the website, send your receipt to Dynamically Driven, whatever package you pick. My promotion is I am honoring you with a $100 1 week gift. $100 1 week gift, even if you choose one day. This is how confident you will stay. This is how confident you will stay. It's not how confident I am that you will stay. This is how confident you will stay because you're going to see that these big money patterns are not lying. You're going to be able to witness for yourself every single drawing that it's the first two, it's the fire, it's the triple dollar signs, and last but not least, the number 3 and number 4. Again, for beginners, stick with number 1 and number 2. You can stay with number 1 and number 2 and have the hugest return on your investment ever. But if you want to hit like 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 times a day, by all means, run those fire and triple dollar signs, number 3 and number 4, last. Fire, triple dollar signs, right after you graduate from running those first two numbers. Again, I love you all, and I do appreciate the love gifts. I appreciate the monetary gifts. I appreciate your time and your attention. And I just hope that something is grasping on the inside of you saying, you know what? I need this. We need this in order to get to the next stage that you're going to be performing on, the next stage that you're going to be putting together. You got to remember that this is your movie. So if you're here now, you made me part of your movie, and I made you part of my movie. So we have to remember that we are the author in control. We have the authorization to turn the game off and turn the game on. Let that sink in. It's not about going to sleep. It's not about waking up. It's not about deja vu. It's all about you. It's all about you having that experience that you came here for. You came here to bring heaven here. You came here to experience paradise here. They knew this, so they had to shake up your vibration. They had to make you think, oh, the meek shall inherit the earth. No, the fuck they won't. No, the fuck they won't. You look at it right now. Are the meek inheriting the earth right now? No, the fuck they not. They getting walked all over. They're getting walked all over. When you are meek, you are vibrating at a low vibrational state. Get the fuck out of here. The meek will inherit the earth. Who the fuck wrote that? Kick they ass. I'm telling you, you are a warrior. Don't get it twisted. You can take this timeline and you can manipulate it any way you want. But once you fall into the matrix may trick you, but it won't trick me. I'm here to help you get out of it. I'm here to help you smooth through it. You see, rich people smooth right through this. Why? Because they are energy vampires. They steal your energy and live off of it. Yeah, they do. You ain't never heard of that before? And they tell you in plain sight, you are what you eat. You are what you eat. If you are what you eat, you came here knowing that you're not going to be here long. So wouldn't you turn around and start eating the people that you know will never die? Make that make sense and let that sink in. So when Thanksgiving come around and you start carving that turkey, okay? You start carving that turkey, start thinking about your ancestors. So again, you're having Thanksgiving every day when you go to McDonald's, when you go to Burger King, when you go to Wendy's, because they still serving you, your people. Even the veggie burger. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Oh, don't get it twisted. Think about the names that they put on that fucking vegan food. Impossible meat, impossible, impossible, y'all. Beyond meat, y'all. Come on now. Y'all got to make it make sense. I know it don't sound right and it ain't right. They don't even show you how they process it. They won't even tell you what the ingredients is. But they will tell you, you know, what we put in it is all natural. Well, the only thing that's all natural is you and me. Stupid. Only thing natural is you and me. And you sitting up here putting high fructose corn syrup on it. That's your ketchup. You're putting your pickles on it, smothered with sugar, soaked in sugar. Pickles don't need to be soaked in sugar to give taste to them. Even all of your alcohol is basically soaked in sugar. I try to make sense. If I don't make sense, I just keep it to myself. I try to make sense, but again, I want you to start thinking about a lot of the very people that's in your life right now who always seem to come to you with the same sob story. Even at your job, the same sob story. That means that your family not really family, your family not part of your tribe. These are NPCs that have been put into your matrix to keep tricking you. They call them family because it's family. They're familiar with what the fuck they can get away with you because they've been living with you since day one. That comes to down to even your mama and your daddy. Your mama know how much she can get away with you. Your daddy know how much he can get away with you. Your brother and sister know how much they can get away with you. Now, when we got genuine parents, nothing artificial, we don't have to worry about that. Then you know that there's nothing being reciprocated there but love. Okay? But we have to come to that realization. If somebody's telling you the same thing over and over and over and over again, you're in that loop. Stop seeing them motherfuckers. If every time you see a certain person and they tell you the same story, you need to stop seeing that person. You're in their loop. And the only way to break that cycle is to stop seeing them. Otherwise, you're going to keep hearing it and hearing it. And they're going to keep stealing your energy because as you allow your ears to hear, you begin to believe that bullshit. Then you begin to feel sorry for that bullshit. And that's robbery. Same thing that they do to you when you go to church. So, how many people go to the gas station every day at the same time and see the same people at the same time? I'll wait. Your simulation is looping. If you don't know how to go to a different gas station every day, something's wrong. If you just go into the same place for convenience, guess what? Something's wrong. Because if you go in someplace at the same time every day for convenience, that makes it convenient for somebody to take you out. Makes it convenient for somebody to track you. Makes it very inconvenient for somebody to actually watch you and say, hey, this motherfucker don't have a routine. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware what's about to affect your energy. Be aware of the people that are in your surroundings. They are making you feel a certain way. You don't just feel that way for no reason. I tell this story all the time about how when somebody comes over to your house and steals and you catch them and forgive them, and then you wait a period of time, you're still speculative about letting that individual in your home because of what you saw them do, but you still let them in. Again, a snake can't bite you from across the street. A snake can't bite you in another room. Just be real careful about the energy that you have around you. If the energy that's around you not making you feel good, it's not good. If the energy that you are entertaining is not reciprocating the love and entertaining you as well, that's not good. So again, notice the simulation. If you notice the simulation, guess what? You can stimulate the simulation to react to what you want. Remember, motion pictures wasn't called motion pictures because the people are fucking moving. They call motion pictures because they fuck with your emotions. And they put it in a genre to program you. And there's hundreds to thousands of these genres for reprogramming you. They even have, what do they call those things? Reality shows. So they're programming a different reality to make up the reality that you're supposed to be living. So when you're watching the Kardashians, don't be surprised when you start buying Kardashian products. Don't be surprised when you start looking like the Kardashians. Don't be surprised when people start telling you, oh, you look like one of the Kardashians. You act like one of the Kardashians. Because that's what you programmed yourself to do. Okay, so I got about 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take me a little small break. I keep saying that and I keep running my mouth. So I hope everybody enjoyed it. And I will see everybody hopefully in about 15, 20 minutes, maybe at 11 o'clock when I can do both Tennessee and Texas at the same time.